Dayton Bulldogs with another video, and tonight we will be doing reaction to the brand new Food Theory video, and this one will be Food Theory Wires Mike's Hot Honey Everywhere. My girlfriend is my hot honey, no cap. Hey, she's my hot honey, no cap. It's a perfect time to make that joke, anyway. Anyway, without further ado, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what you want us to track next. Also, let's see and find out what this will be about. And also, why is Mike's Hot Honey everywhere? Let's see and find out. Also, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload personal good love on the Dayton Bulldogs. And also, good look at all videos connected to this video, like and comment on all the videos, including this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you're new or not to Dayton Bulldogs, and also, so we can welcome you to Dayton Bulldogs, and there's no cap as well. Go look at my description, it also says, let us know what else to react next, and also, yes, let us know what to react to or make videos about next. So without further ado, 3, 2, 1, and let's see and find out what this will be about. Let's go.
Mike's Hot Honey is so hot right now. But what?
My girlfriend is so hot right now. To me.
Is it about this honey that's made it one of the hottest viral trends?
Nah, not just right now, always. But okay. Also, okay. Sounds pretty good, Mike's Hot Honey, no cap.
And is it in danger of cooling off? Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, the show that knows what's hot, honey. I don't need to tell you that in the food world, there's always some hot new craze that everyone's talking or TikToking about. Some of these trends last a long time, while others are here for just a short season. However, one trend that I've seen explode is hot honey. Not only is everyone talking about it, but it's pretty much everywhere now. From supermarkets to your local pizza stand or dining at a restaurant. This isn't just the talk of the town. It's the flavor that every place has to have. Everyone from KFC to Chipotle and even Hollywood heartthrob Glenn Powell and his line of condiments has been hopping on the hot honey craze. But I'm here to answer the questions that many of you may have asked, but very few have answered. Why? Why is hot honey so big right now? Why are people putting it on pizza, chicken wings, and pretty much anything they can get their hands on? Where did it come from, and why? Why do people insist on saying spicy? And not only will I answer these questions, but we're also going to see if hot honey has what it takes to stick around, or if it's just another food trend that will slowly fade into obscurity.
Like every other food trend, no cap. Also, let's see about if Mike's Hot Honey will be different. Let's go.
Before we can dive into this new food craze, let's go over the basics. What is hot honey? Brace yourself here. No, brace yourself here. No, seriously, brace yourself. It's honey that's hot.
I mean, that does make sense, no cap. It is in the name, so.
But not in a temperature way, in a spicy way. It's honey that's infused with chili. It's pretty much it. It's actually pretty easy to make. You just slowly heat the honey with chili or chili flakes inside, which allows the flavors to infuse. So you could do this at home, or, just buy it like everyone else. And yet, a recipe that's so simple, that only requires 2 ingredients, was never really thought of much until recently. At least in our part of the world. So we know how to make it, but where did hot honey come from? Has it been around forever, or is it just the latest craze? Yes and yes. It has been around for many years, and it is the latest craze. But how is that possible? For a long time, hot honey went largely unnoticed by the rest of the world. And while it's totally not clear where hot honey originated from, it's believed to have come from Brazil. A guy named Mike Kurtz, one letter away from being a very unfortunate name, was a college student studying Portuguese and spent a year studying in Brazil in 2003. While there, Mike saw jars of honey with chili inside of them. And after tasting the honey and seeing how it paired so well with pizza, Mike started to experiment and make his own version of this hot honey. It started as a personal hobby, making batches for him and his friends. But in 2010, Mike began apprenticing at Pauly G's Pizzeria pizzeria in Brooklyn. And when he did, he introduced Polly to his unique condiment. It was like so much that it became a part of the pizzeria's menu. And it took off big time. Customers were requesting that they get a bottle for themselves. And so Mike began to bottle and sell Mike's Hot Honey. It took over the world. And he began to sell the honey in small jars,
Okay, interesting.
packets for chef's kitchens, and anything you can think of. This was the start of the hot honey craze. Now there are a wide range of brands with their own versions of hot honey, but Mike's was the original. He was the one
I mean,
that brought it to the attention
Yeah, that makes sense.
of Americans, which slowly then made it known everywhere. Mike's Hot Honey is now being mass-produced and is available worldwide. He's even gone on to do collabs with the likes of Mally's Mustard and Taco Bell, and even breaking into fashion, working with Ewing Athletics to make footwear. What, do spicy shoes make you run faster? Style theory? I think so! See, Amy, don't say I don't give you good ideas. Anyway,
That's true. Even my girlfriend is hot. My spicy honey, no get.
nowadays, it's the talk of the town. People are obsessed with this condiment, to the point where people are constantly making Reddit posts or TikToks discussing what it works with. Spoiler alert, it's good with pretty much everything. But why does it taste so good? What is it that makes this the hottest condiment of this generation? And why is there so much hype around it? You know what else has some hot hype around it?
I mean, yeah, a lot of people do talk about stuff on TikTok like this, no cap.
Your health, which is why we're back partnering with our sponsor for today's
Easily.
video, ZocDoc. You may remember me talking about ZocDoc in the past, and our continued relationship with them is honestly because of the help that it's given not only me, but my friends and family too. When I
Okay.
moved back to Miami, I needed to find someone to help keep me hot and sweet, just like Mike's. And ZocDoc helped me find a primary care doctor just 7 minutes away from me, which I
Well, that's nice. I mean, hey, at least it isn't 200 miles or 2 miles away from me, no cap.
still have to drive to because the Miami heat would make me swim in my own sweat if I walked. And the reviews really helped me narrow down my choices by letting me see what people said not only about the doctors themselves, but also the office in general. And I haven't looked back. ZocDoc makes it easy to book in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers. You can filter for doctors by specialties and see reviews by verified patients so you can choose the best, most convenient care for you. It's a new year, and the last thing you want is to be starting it sick and with no doctor to go to. ZocDoc helps you get appointments fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours booking. And you can even score same-day appointments. So if you want to feel less stress surrounding your health, go to ZocDoc.com/foodtheorist or click the link in the description to find a top-rated doctor today. Thank you so much to ZocDoc for sponsoring us. Now let's get back to some hot honey. It's not shocking that hot honey's meteoric rise comes down to its flavor. No duh. But what exactly makes its flavor profile so unique to anything we've done in the past? Hot honey is an unusual flavor. You're combining something inherently sweet, the honey, and making it spicy. Sweetness primarily activates the sweet receptors on your taste buds, signaling a pleasurable energy source that typically soothes and comforts. This can be why when you're feeling a little bummed, a classic pick-me-up is chocolate or ice cream, something sweet. When the sweetness hits your taste buds, your brain is literally comforted. Spiciness, on the other hand, which comes from capsaicin and chili peppers, something we're all too familiar with on this channel, activates the spice receptors that detect heat and pain, causing a warming, burning sensation. Our brains read this as a threat, a mild threat, but a threat nonetheless. And it causes adrenaline to go up, causing a feeling of alertness, kind of like a runner's high. This combination of comfort and excitement in your mouth is unusual. Pause and subscribe while you're at it. You're both being soothed and threatened in one bite of food. This is a unique experience, and that alone is enough for people to enjoy it. But you might be thinking, this isn't the first time sweet and spicy have been paired together. And you're right, it's a combination that's well known in all corners of the culinary world. Pepper jelly or dark chocolate and chili are, weirdly, very common pairings. And while they are similar, chocolate is sweet and chili is spicy, it doesn't hit the same way hot honey does. See, honey is basically pure sugar, but in a
Bibimbap. Don't worry, your stomach understands Korean.
Phoebe, go for it.
With Lucid, Agile teams don't have to start from square one. Need to run Agile events with a hybrid team? Use facilitator tools and visual activities
But in a highly viscous form. When it comes to capsaicin, which we know triggers the TRPV1
Okay.
receptors in your mouth, honey essentially coats your mouth and does two things. One, kicks out the capsaicin before it can trigger those receptors, and two, distracts your brain with a sensation of sweetness, since your
I mean, yeah, that would make sense. because honey is sweet, no care.
Brain is actually incredibly
Especially my honey.
bad at multitasking. So sugar in honey acts as a natural counterbalance to the burn of capsaicin. It tempers the heat and makes it more palatable by soothing the irritation caused by the spice, while the heat intensifies the perceived sweetness by stimulating sensory nerves. This interplay produces what's called flavor synergy. The flavors are infused with one another and reacting with one another. And that is very unlike chili chocolate, which is typically adding ground spices to melted chocolate. The flavors aren't infused with each other or react with each other in the same way. Allegedly, this flavor synergy enhances a person's overall taste perception by up to 35% compared to just sweet or spicy alone. It literally makes the food better. Another big thing that has led to the rise of this sauce, is it a sauce? Anyway, it's more than just the flavor. It's about the perception of the quality for this condiment. This kind of food item is something that is
Hey, it could be a sauce, no doubt. Technically, it is.
big with a generation we love to talk about, Gen Z. We've said this before in multiple episodes about the rise and fall of things like casual diners or the fall in alcohol sales, but Gen Z is looking for a premium, high-quality experience when it comes to food and drink. They would rather pay for one premium-looking beer than 3 cheap ones. Rather than getting a bunch of fast food for $5, casual diners have risen in popularity because Gen Z perceives them to be higher quality. And hot honey falls into that category. It's another one of these things that Gen Z just can't get enough of. The way it's packaged and the fact that it's such a unique combination of flavor creates the perception of a premium food item. This isn't your grandma's condiment. This isn't ketchup or mayo or mustard, alright? When you get the option to add hot honey, that sounds different. It sounds specialized. It sounds bougie. All this creates a perception of high quality, and Gen Z laps it up. The funny thing is, while hot honey sounds unique and premium, it's also incredibly easy to make it at home for yourself. All you need is hot honey, chili flakes, or fresh chili in a pan. Put the chili and the honey in the pan, let it slowly heat to a simmer, leave it for 10 to 15 minutes so the flavors get to know each other, and biggity bam! Then you can strain it if you want to remove the flakes or anything. So it's actually not that hard to get your hands on. But when the cost of buying hot honey and chili comes to around the same price as the bottled version, you might as well just go ahead and buy it and save yourself the effort. And that
I mean, yeah. That would make sense, honestly. No care.
is the key word. Hot honey is the effortless premium flavor that everyone wants. And it's had a lot of good publicity thanks to social media. TikTok seems to constantly be at the epicenter of food trends these days. From the
Wonder why. Yeah, that would make sense.
sometimes you just gotta eat a cucumber trend to the viral sensation of Dubai chocolate. TikTok definitely has contributed to the success of food trends, and hot honey is one of them. With everyone claiming it to be the only way to eat pizza, sure, but that did give it some high acclaim. On top of that, people were adding it to everything, cooking sweet potatoes with it, adding it to salad, you name it, they hot honeyed it. This was how Mike's Hot Honey became a viral trend. People just kept finding food to add it to, and it worked well. This free publicity around hot honey got everyone wanting to try some for themselves. Once again, creating the perception of an incredible, high-end must-have product. I don't know if you've noticed, but TikTok is one of the biggest ways to influence people, particularly Gen Z. It allows them to discover brands and products they may have never heard of, and it feels organic, like someone just talking about something. It creates a feeling like the viewer has discovered something exclusive, and this influences our purchasing habits. Studies have even found that around 72% of people using TikTok bought a product specifically after it was recommended to them on the platform, sponsored or not. TikTok has such an influence on what people buy. There's even a trend called TikTok Made Me Buy It, where people show what someone on TikTok influenced them to buy. And by posting it,
Okay. Interesting. TikTok is a nice app. No care.
the cycle continues. The book
I think it's the... Yeah. One of the biggest search engines other than Google and YouTube. Yeah, that would make sense.
point I'm making here is that we need to recognize that TikTok does play a huge role in the rise of trends, especially in the food world. Dubai Chocolate saw such a boom in success thanks to TikTok. And while Mike's Hot Honey has been around for more than a decade, TikTok took it to the stratosphere. And it's why everyone now is talking about it. It's taken a while to hit such a high popularity, but all that's left to wonder is, will it last? Look, we've all seen food trends go viral on social media only to fall into obscurity a month later. So is Hot Honey going to meet the same fate? Well, if you look at the hot food trends that blow up and then die out, Hot Honey isn't the same. First off,
Okay.
Mike's Hot Honey isn't a food hack. A lot of the food trends that come and go on social media are ones that involve you making the product yourself at home. Things like
Well, yeah, that does kind of make sense. Also, no doubt.
pasta chips or cloud bread that had a huge hype on the platform, but when it came to people trying it out for themselves, it wasn't what was promised. Pasta chips, which were boiled chips put in an air fryer, were too crunchy and not in the way chips should be. And cloud bread, a simple way to make a fluffy, gluten-free alternative to bread, fell flat when it came to people making it themselves. The point being, these food trends had a lot of hype, but didn't work out when people made it at home.
Yeah, that's true. You got to cook it a certain way.
Honey is a much simpler product to make. And Mike's Hot Honey is a pre-made, pre-packaged product. So it's safe from that kind of issue. But that doesn't mean it's totally safe. We can't
Well, yeah. That's true.
talk about viral food hacks without talking about pink sauce. The sauce that was the biggest on TikTok. But just because it was a packaged, sellable product didn't mean it was safe from becoming a dying trend.
Never heard of pink sauce. We heard of the name. No, we never heard of pink sauce. Okay. But we could imagine it though.
This item in particular saw some huge backlash due to the inconsistency between the bottles and that the contents had sometimes gone bad, leaked out of the bottle,
Okay.
and sometimes the labeling was just completely wrong. TLDR, pink sauce
Well, yeah. You have to have good quality bottles and... Yeah, no care. Some restaurants... I mean, along with drinks... Do you have drinks sometimes where the top comes off and they didn't really put it on right? Or some cups are too small or too big? A little bit. Mostly unfitted to the cup, kind of. But I never, well, wouldn't really say I had a leak in the cup. I think I had a leaky cup from a restaurant a few years ago. Yeah, a few years ago.
died out due to health concerns and inconsistency, something which Mike's Hot Honey is also clear of. It's been around a while, and there's been no massive public issues with it so far. So it seems like Mike's Hot Honey is nothing like these failing trends. But it is similar to another trend which could spell trouble for the Hot Honey. Just like Mike's Hot Honey, Dubai Chocolate was a food trend that took over TikTok and pretty much everywhere else in the world. And before long, it was everywhere. With chocolate companies making their own version of it, everyone was imitating Dubai Chocolate, and it was the flavor everywhere you look. And it may seem like it's still thriving, but looks can be deceiving. See, over the last year, despite hitting record sales in the first few months of 2025, there's been a steady decline in interest. It's hard to gauge exact numbers since so many different brands make their own version of it, but even taking Crumble Cookies Dubai Chocolate Brownie, which was a massive success on release, had a steep 40% decrease in sales just 2 months after it debuted. Dubai Chocolate was doing so well, it was consistent. People could even make it themselves with some success. So how could this trend die off too? Well, 2 reasons. reasons. The first was saturation, because everyone wanted in on the viral trend, and therefore imitations were popping up everywhere. At first, it was awesome for consumers, because no matter where you were, you could get your hands on some for yourself. The problem was that over time, it just was everywhere. Supermarkets, coffee shops, restaurants, you name it. It became so popular that it just became part of the normal stuff you saw on store shelves. It was no longer an exclusive item that was hard to get your hands on. It was just there. It became white noise. And that leads to the second part of why the Dubai chocolate trend began to cool.
As long as trends don't go way too far, perfect, amazing. But some trends, people do take a little way too far, but not always. You can, yeah, not always. As long as you don't die or get sick, take it way too far by going that route. Or just get tired of it. So you don't want to eat or drink it anymore. If you like the product, you don't want to get tired of it, so you can never stand to eat or drink it again. But hey, I had pizza for years and I haven't ever got tired of it yet. And that's no good. Well, I kinda have, but I kinda not at all have, but let go.
Off. Not only were people fatigued, but TikTok thrives on constant new content. The algorithm wants it, and realistically, that's how the audience operates. A trend can only last so long these days. Therefore, to keep the platform relevant, the Dubai chocolate trend is just gonna slowly plateau. Less people want to hear about it, and now are looking for something new to grab their attention. Mike's Hot Honey has a risk of falling into both of these categories. Like Dubai chocolate, companies are making their own hot honeys and selling them just about everywhere. Meaning, hot honey itself is no longer an exclusive item. And with so many options on the store shelves, it just becomes noise, meaning it could stop being this popular. In the same way that all viral trends only have a short time in the spotlight, people's desire for a new trend and TikTok's desire to keep their platform moving with the times means that Mike's Hot Honey won't be this big forever. However, unlike other viral trends that have had their moment and then disappear as though they've never existed, Mike's Hot Honey has an advantage that the others didn't. Unlike Dubai chocolate, which got its popularity from TikTok, Mike's Hot Honey was popular before it became a viral trend. From as early as 2010, Mike has been bottling and selling his product, and in 2014 was when he started mass producing. The fact that it was that long ago that he was making it and it's only becoming a viral trend now shows that it will do just fine without the social media coverage. It was nice for sure, but Mike didn't need it 10 years ago to become a success, and he doesn't need it now. Because this isn't a hack or a novelty, it's a scientifically formulated sauce of success. Meaning that not only can you bring it out on pizza night, but you can have it at a barbecue, in your salad.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, the big ass lines in stores lining up for people to buy it. I understand, but yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, if you really want something that bad, you do need to stay in line. I don't know why people get so mad for cutting in line. Honestly, people shouldn't really. It's just a line. I understand you waited for a long time, but still. Okay,
your veggies or glazed chicken wings with it. It's so versatile that it can be used on any dish and therefore will always be a worthwhile flavor offering. It is definitely here to stay. Something that could have happened with pink sauce if it didn't receive so much backlash. But hey, that's just a theory. A food theory. Buen provecho. And hey, have you ever wondered what the best noodle for mac and cheese is? Make sure to click the link on the screen now. And as
Okay, nice.
always, I'll see you next week.
See you next
I
week.
joined
then.
the cast late, so we didn't know each other. Although somebody had, we had been, we'd heard about each other.
Okay, so if you like the reaction, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you want us to react to next. Also, what do you think about Mike's Hot Honey? Also, did you ever try Mike's Hot Honey? Comment down below. We would really like to know too, and there's no cap. So if you like the reaction, like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you want us to react to next. Also, again, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload posts on below, followed by a subscribe button. So yeah, until next time, Dylan Road always. See you in the next video. We are out.